right. Let's see, does this need to be cleaned up? Looking good, looking good. Well, hello, hello. Welcome in. Just getting adjusted, getting everything in position before we get going. How's everybody doing? Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. This is the piece we were working on last night, and I am getting back into it. We made really good progress last night. I'm excited to see the direction that this takes today, and hopefully we can make some good progress. I'm feeling a little sluggish today, so I'm not making any assumptions on if I'm gonna finish today or not, but we're gonna give it a good old try. As always, welcome in. Yes, finally made it to a beginning. We love that. You know, I'm a little live ninja, okay? You never know when I'm gonna pop up. You gotta stay ready. You in the grocery store, you gotta log in, okay? Wherever you are. So, I am going to start off with some leaves because I know I want those to be green. And I don't have to think too much about it. I always like to start off with something that's kind of a no-brainer to warm myself up and not stress myself out right off the gut. Well, hello, Kayla. If you were here yesterday, we had quite the crowd. Quite the crowd. I'm not going to say I wasn't a little overwhelmed, okay? I was a little bit overwhelmed, but here we are. We're back and we're better. So, I love this kind of green next to the orange, so I felt like an easy choice. Hey guys. Never back down, never what? Never give up. My son says that all the time. I say it to him at his soccer games. I've noticed that, like, a lot of parents to kids my son's age are a lot older than us. I don't know what that's about. Like, I feel like parents are getting older in general. Like, a lot of people are waiting, trying to get some stability, trying to get some things in order before they have kids. Love that. But a lot of the parents are in their 40s with 6-year-olds. And I had my son when I was 26. So I feel like a lot of the references I say, I get a lot of side eye. You know what I'm saying? Get a lot of side eye. I know the newbies pushed you guys aside. It wasn't right. I was looking for y'all. The comments were moving so fast. I was like, hello? Somebody, please. Where are the OG coconuts? Who are y'all? But today we're back. Back to normal. I don't know what that was about. That's how I know this algorithm be picking and choosing. It say, yeah, you're up next. I'm like, I didn't ask for that. Nobody asked y'all for that, okay? This is supposed to be relaxing. I was here sweating. I didn't know what was going on in the comments. I felt like at any second something could have went crazy. And I was like, no. In the coloring club, I was like, yeah, tell me y'all handles in your real names in case I need to get some mods in place quickly. But now we're back to normal. Gotta stay on the low-key side of TikTok. I was scared to do a poll. Okay? I was scared. Could have went crazy. But we here. We chilling. Vibes are back. Vibes are immaculate. Thank you guys for riding. You know, holding me down. I saw y'all in the comments fighting for your lives with me. We were here. Now we back. Just doing a little ombre action. These are the same markers. Yes, these are hoo-hoo markers. It's looking good. Oh, I forgot to tell the Discord that I'm live. Can someone from the club tell the Discord for me that I'm live? Sorry, y'all. I was dragging my feet to come down here. My sciatica was on a hundo. I was like, dang, these basement stairs are really looking like Mount Everest right now. So I had to take my sweet time. I don't know. I think it's the chairs. We got new chairs. I've had sciatica since like 2017. I hurt myself. Yeah, there's two other hands in this picture handing her flowers. There's another one on this side. But I fell down in I don't even know what year. Oh, my son was not born. I just thought about that. So it had to be before 2017. I fell in my New York City bathroom. That's a story for another day. Well, actually, I could just tell you later on tonight. But I fell, literally thought I broke my back. And I've had herniated disc ever since, and it flares up from time to time. And I think these new chairs that we got for our kitchen, something about the way the seat is adjusted, it's making my hips, like, I don't know, they're not aligned. Something ain't right. And now I'm walking very strangely. I hate it, and I need to fix it. There's only so much Tylenol you could take before you gotta make something happen. This page is bleeding bad because I'm using all these new colors that I don't normally use. That's okay. I used to have a chiropractor when I lived in Harlem. I haven't found one locally, but I feel like it only gives me like temporary relief. I need to exercise and strengthen my core, blah, blah, blah. All this stuff my husband says. Mumbo jumbo, you know? Mumbo jumbo. But he's right, unfortunately. Oh, I hate that. Whoop. Quick. Don't even answer Mac. Mac already got blocked. You know I'm quick with it. How long does it take me to do a coloring page? About 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, the chiropractor doesn't, I mean, in certain cases, I'm sure, like if you're misaligned or I don't even know. But since my issue is chronic and the only way to fix it is surgery, the things that I get done at the chiropractor make it feel better in that moment, but as soon as I lay down, everything comes right back and it hurts. So it's tough. Do I have a shot for my coloring books? Yes, I do. I feel like you come here every night, you ask me the same questions. Am I crazy? Or is it just a lot of people with the same profile picture? Yeah, the pain got even worse. Dang. Yeah, I have a herniated disc, so it can't really be fixed. And if they do the wrong move, it's over for me. And I went to one chiropractor when I lived in Jersey. There was like a chiropractor on every corner because there was a lot of people in construction in the area that I lived in. Excuse me. And he was like, okay, I'm just taking a look here. Just want to do a stretch. And he did an adjustment. But he acted like he was just doing a stretch instead of telling me, like, okay, I'm about to crack your back. Child, I never lost trust in somebody so quickly. So, yeah, okay, that will conclude our visit today. Thank you. I'm out of here. And I hobbled my little behind right out of there. Duck walked right out the door. How you gonna trick me? I'm already in pain. I don't need the tricks, sir. Tricks are for kids. Hello? Do not play with me. And you know when you're in pain, you're angry. You're already bad. You're waiting for someone to give you a reason to let it all out. Don't be the one. Don't be the one. And, like, the thing is, like, I felt like he was about to adjust me. I'm like, but he just said he's not going to adjust me. He said he's just stretching me. Lies. Lies.com. He knew it. He was probably laughing when he did it. Had a little smirk. Making me mad all over again. Don't piss me off, sir. So the inspiration for this picture was about, it's nice for other people to give you the flowers, but it's always better to give yourself the flowers first. Don't wait for other people to show up and tell you you're worth something before you give yourself the flowers. So that's the message behind this piece. My phone is all up in my face. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, these are hoo-hoo. Making cookies. You have a small bakery business? Is that what you said? Catching 2 days in a row is like hitting the jackpot. Love that. What makes you want to always put a flower or plant in your books? I like to draw them. I like to color them. I like what they represent. And really, like, everything I put in my coloring books is really just a vibe. I'm not even trying to be smart, but the true answer is because I feel like it. No shade. I want to, so I do. Hello, what's up? I use markers, alcohol based. These are hoo-hoo. I use crayons. I use Sharpies. I use what am I looking for? Colored pencils, Prismacolor. I use it all. Every once in a while, I bring out a specialty item. But yeah, you can get them on Amazon or directly at Ohuhu. Yes, just ordered the book. Love that. Thank you. Okay, from the angle that I was coloring last night, y'all couldn't see that there was other hands in the photo. I had to let out a good cough. Those little dainty coughs weren't doing it. I can't cough for another 4 months. Please, please, don't let this be my life. You know what got rid of my cough last time, though? Celery juice. But I'm like, I'm not really at the point where I want to break out the juicer. I'm not there yet. Thank you, Cherise. Thank you. Welcome back. Welcome back. This page is from my coloring book, volume 4. It's not one of the downloads. Okay. So, yes, I picked a winner back in August, babes. So let's pick a skin tone for one of these hands. And then we'll do the other hands. Volume 5, ciao. It's in the works. Volume 5 is supposed to be a fall one, so it gotta come out soon. It gotta come out soon. It's just this time of year it gets crazy. And I know it does every year. 5 years in a row, you would think I would switch something up. Starting to think I'm addicted to the chaos. Fell asleep and you're so mad. We got a new mattress. We've had a queen size bed since my husband and I moved in together back in 2014. And we just recently, when we moved into our house, got a king size bed. I forgot what brand it is. It was a bed in a box. But last night, we laid down. I felt like I entered a whole nother dimension. I woke up. I felt like I had to peel myself off the bed. I was like, I don't think I've ever truly slept until last night. I don't know what that was. I was also tired, you know. I didn't get upstairs and into bed until 1 something. I don't know. It was that good sleep. When you wake up confused, it feels like you've been asleep for 15 minutes, but also 50 hours at the same time. And you're like, wait, what the sun was up. It was crazy. Did you add the vertigo or does she have it? Vitiligo, I added that in there. I don't want to make any promises on volume 5 in terms of a day, but it gotta come soon. Believe that, it has to. No choice. So we gotta figure that out. You, as in the live, will know first, as well as the coloring club. Without a doubt, y'all will be the first to know. I'm just looking for a skin tone for the other hand, and then I'll make an announcement and everything. I'm definitely gonna give the coconuts and the coloring club a discount and early access. Gotta take care of them. It makes it easier in the membership format for me to be able to give discounts because there's just zero room in my margins to give public discounts. But I could definitely give it to the girls in the club for sure. How do you make the coloring book so fast? I don't make them fast. I can't even help you with that. I'll be slow. The only coloring book that I did super fast, where I was like, wow, that was crazy, was the Christmas one last year. I think I did that in 1 weekend. I was stressed. Very much stressed. I was like, if I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it ever. And I just locked myself up and got it done. I was crying. I think I cried for all of them. All Coco Michelle coloring books come with Coco tears in the pages. So enjoy. You know? Let me steal your art style. Go ahead and try. Just try it on for size. See how you like it. As long as you don't steal my stuff, you think you could draw my style, then draw my style. I don't care. All right. Any materials you recommend for beginners? Yeah, I say bring it back to the basics. Get you some crayons, some colored pencils. If you want to do alcohol-based markers, just go to Michael's, get Arteza, get Artist Law. Don't worry. You do your thing. All right, we got the leaves. We got the hands. We'll start doing some colored pencil on top of them. Here are my nails. Thank you. Starting to get over 400. Do any coloring club coconuts wanna be mods? Yes, pumpkin spice latte was the inspo. I don't even know how to do that. How do you make someone a mod? Okay, I see Ty. Add moderator. Okay. And Shan is here. All right. We got the mods in the house. Thank you. All right. Just adding my colored pencil on top. You guys know the drill by now. Smoothing out my base. The coloring club is in the link in my bio. And I think it is the third link listed. And they will bring you to a detailed category page that will share all the ins and outs of what it is. And then if you're interested, you can sign up. Who's the mods? Why? Why you want to know? Want to start something? I'm back. I am. I'm happy to be back. Welcome back. It's crazy because my back was hurting less before I got down here. As soon as I start coloring, it's like all of a sudden, I'm healed. When will he do it? As soon as I turn this camera off, it's time for me to get up. Nothing works again. I surely forgot to tell my husband to get me a new sharpener. So let's hope this doesn't start. Am I going live again tomorrow? Let's see how far we get with this. Let's see. What time is it now? 10:45? Yeah, let's see how far we get with this. If we can get far with this, then I'll take a break tomorrow. If we still don't finish it, or get it to a place where I can finish it and post tomorrow, then I gotta come back. The books, my Macy's buyer reached out to me. I told him I need a second. We were settling into our new house. So I think I'm going to start accepting orders again in January. I don't think I'm going to be in a place where I want to take on holiday orders for Macy's, because I already know that our direct sales for Coco Michelle, like CocoMichelle.com, the sales have been really intense already. So to be filling thousands of orders for Macy's on top of that is going to be crazy. So I think he's cool with it. He messaged me that he was jealous of my Brewmate collab. So I'm like, well, holla at me then. Send the contract and we'll do it. I don't think we're doing Black History Month t-shirts again this year, because he said they were doing a rotation. So another artist will get the opportunity. We love that. My husband and I still want to figure out how to offer that because people loved it so much and still ask about it every day. So it won't be available at Macy's, but we're going to see if we can do t-shirts or something for the crew on our own. Oh, you finished your page? I love that. We're on the same wavelength. I want this peach. Thank you. Just going in with peach. Kind of blending out those lines. I have no idea what color I want to do for the background or for the flowers. I don't really know what I want to do for anything else as I look at this page. Yes, put it in Discord. Yes, Discord is for the coloring club. Okay, when I look at this, what's inspiring me? Her lip colors are delish. I wouldn't mind putting those somewhere else. I think I want to make her headband similar to her earring color, that kind of tealish color. Or maybe I want to do the background teal. I think I want to do the background teal. And that's kind of me copying myself, which is fun. Because when I first drew this, way back when, the background was teal. I'll show it to you guys. This is the digital illustration version. And the teal, it hits. So if I do the teal background, I'll do a different color headband. And the teal will let me clean up some of this bleeding because it's a nice dark color. And then I can do like kind of cream for the flowers, like a creamy, beigey yellow kind of vibe. And then maybe that's what I'll do for her headband. Okay, easy enough. It's me inspiring me for me. Just realized I didn't color something over here. All right. I'm kind of tempted to do the background right now so I can see how all the colors are going to interact. I'm going to do her headband real quick. I think I want to do it like a yellowy color to kind of tie in what we're doing for the flowers. Yes, I'm happy I popped up for you too. You weren't happy with your headband color? Why did it blend in? When am I going live again? Probably Thursday. Wait, today's Monday. Oh my God, I thought today was Tuesday. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. This whole time, I for sure thought today was Tuesday. That's crazy. Her dress is yellow. You'll see when it and can give feedback. Okay. I'll be patient. Mind my business. Alrighty. I want a nice shading color for that. That's not the right color. This looks kind of cute. Let me see how I did it on here. Yeah, definitely gold for the jewelry. We love gold jewelry around here. I'm just going through. I really want this headband to look plush. Some shading, nice and round, to give it that nice plush shape, making it look like it's coming off the head and rounding. A lot of people always fall asleep in the lives. It's a vibe. Love that for y'all. Now, if I fall asleep in the live, we got a problem. And I've been on the verge. I've been close to it. I was like, all right, y'all. It's time to wrap it up. Wrap it up. Just going through. Woke up to some random voice. It was very confused. Yeah, when I fell asleep on my new bed last night, I was watching TikTok. I don't know how many. I gave somebody hella views because that thing was on repeat until my husband got out the shower and was like, girl, what? Are you awake? No. Now there's probably some crazy stuff embedded in my subconscious. I hope it was something lighthearted. Just got it programmed on the low. My bad. Be so mad. But it's better than falling asleep and your phone dropping. Smack you right in the nose. Be damn near concussed. I'm like, when did I turn into a toddler again where I'm fighting my sleep to try and watch one more TikTok? Go to bed. You can't recognize that you're tired at your big age? Go to sleep. About to knock yourself out for what? A recipe for pad thai that you're never gonna do? Go to bed. It's not worth it. So now I am going to take the white Posca pen. You know, when Big Daddy Posca show up on the scene, we about to light it up. I'm just going to go over those highlights. They didn't show up as strongly as I wanted. It's always the recipe that has me hella focused, as if I'm about to get up and go to the grocery store. I'm like, girl, even if you had these ingredients in front of you right now, you was not going to make this. Stop this. Stop the madness. Who are you trying to impress here? Your man knows. He knows who you are. Take the mask off. You're not going to cook this. You're going to cook the same 4 recipes you've been cooking for 15 years. And you cook them well. So, that's looking better already. Stunning. Yes, the books are for sale in the link in my bio. Why is this coming together so good? Why? What did I do to deserve this? This masterpiece in the making. All right. Hint this up. When it's real small, it's hard to make it look truly gold. We're gonna do what we can to get the point across. You know. Just add that highlight. Cute. Kind of want to do her face highlights while I'm here. Oh, now you want to act up. Just gave you a shout out. I don't trust you now. Okay. So the reason why the shorter side, let's talk about perspective. If she's turning this way, you're going to see the ends of her hair on this side, and you're going to see closer to more of her roots and what's close to her head. And then it's going to be the light ends are facing away from you. So the curls will look darker on this side and lighter on this side because you'll be seeing more of the ends on this side and less of the ends on this side. Get what I'm saying? And I love you for it, okay? I love you for it. So, there's a science to coloring, you know? You gotta think about it a lot of different ways. It makes it kind of stressful. But all those little things are the things that make it come together and make it look different than, you know, if you were to just kind of color randomly. There's decisions, there's order, there's perspective, there's layout, composition. So many things to consider that make it look a little more elevated, you know? My favorite type of hair color is like a reddish brown to a coppery kind of color. I've decided I'm gonna dye my hair this crazy copper that I saw on Instagram with this blonde streak. I'm gonna show y'all. I don't know when I'm gonna do it because I'm kind of scared, but I feel so compelled to make this me in the next 4 to 6 weeks. I feel like it has to happen. It has to. I feel like for some reason when I look at that, I see Coco. I'm like, I would call this woman Coco. She looks like Coco. You know? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I showed it to my husband. He was like, oh, that would be dope. I'm like, what? You actually like something that I like? Oh my gosh. Usually I just have to do what I want anyway. And know that you hate it. But we're finally on the same page. Alright. I do sell coloring books. Yes, husband came home with the bundle. We love that. Why come home with a bouquet when you can come home with the Coco Michelle coloring bundle? Okay? Ask your man for what you really want. Thank you, thank you. We started this yesterday. We started this one yesterday. I'm just doing the jewelry now. Am I procrastinating from doing the flowers? How dare you? How dare you? No one asked that. I'm just saying that to myself. Because I'm procrastinating from doing the flowers. It's fine. All right. Let's see. She's looking good. She's looking good. Have I been working on my Obamas since when? Last night? No. I have not been working on the Obamas. The men will continue to be the Obamas for a long time. I'm sorry. I have too many women to draw. Got too many women. Too many ladies. Okay. The flowers. I'm going to do them after I do the background. I've decided. Why? Because I'm hemming and hawing and I need to get to work. All right. I'm going to show you guys the two teals that I'm considering. Where's my good swatch paper? I haven't seen my good swatch paper in a minute now that I think about it. This coloring book has a swatch page in it, but when I'm on live, it's too hard to get to. Oh, here it is. Fear not. Fear not. I colored her with vitiligo. I would never want to do a coloring page where I draw in the spots, because then all the spots would have a black line around it. And that's going to mess it up. So... And then if I picked a skin tone, like it would be, I'd have to think about it. Because I could do it in like the spots in like a skin tone color, but then you guys would have to, I could do it in a really light gray maybe. I don't know. I gotta think about it. Okay. So here are the two that I have found. I can tell you right now, that's my votes. I don't even have to see the other one. This one is more green, stunning, but not the one, in my opinion. I'm actually just gonna pick, because if y'all pick this one, I'm gonna be mad, and I don't wanna be mad at y'all. I love you guys too much. I don't wanna be mad. Yes, ordered. Thank you. You saw this live on your 40 page a couple hours ago. That's crazy, because I just started 45 minutes ago. Actually, not even. Like 38 minutes ago. Somebody else must be coloring. The first one was the one. Yeah, summer edition. This is the summer edition. All right, let's get into it. Get rid of some of my bleeding. Erase my sins. We love that. Repent. Get out of here. Did I just start the coloring club? Yes, this is the first month. So I started the coloring club in the beginning of, actually there was like the last day of August, I want to say. So it hasn't been a full month yet. But if you like any of the September coloring downloads, you have to join before the end of the month, because once the end of the month comes, I wipe them all out and start fresh downloads for the new month. This is doing it for me in this color against that orange. Scrum. The link is in my bio. I think it's the third link down. It's called The Coloring Club. Get rid of this sin. Yes. Stunning. Who colored outside of the lines? We don't do that. Never heard of that. Technically, I didn't color outside the lines. I mean, it bled outside the lines. So I'm not taking that L, okay? Can I show all the pages of the coloring book? Yes. Once we finish up this piece, I do a flip through so you guys can see the pages. You can also visit my page. On my page, you can see all the pages that we've colored together. And I think I have a flip through on my page from when the coloring book came out. I have a coloring book playlist that you can look at. But I will show you at the end of this live. But in case you do not want to wait, you don't have to. You have options. Yes, we love that. Go ahead and name her. What you got? Pick something good. What kind of paper do I use for coloring books? I think it is 110-pound matte unfinished. Is it unfinished? I think it's unfinished. Yeah, but it's 110 weight, 110 pounds. I forgot the GSM. It's the good stuff. It's as thick of paper we could get without it jamming in the machine that binds it together. Because the first paper we had, that thing was jamming up their machines. They was mad. They were like, girl, it's jamming the machines. I was like, damn, sorry. These markers can be found on Amazon. I have a link to my storefront, or you can get them directly from Ohuhu. OHUHU. They're single-sided, so there's not an image on the reverse side. So the bleeding does not ruin anything in the book. And then I just have a barrier that I put in between the pages to protect the page, the following page. This color combo is crazy. Crazy. Who does not sponsor me, but they did send me all my markers for free 99, so we love them for it. But I don't have any kind of ongoing relationship with them. They sent it to me early, girl. They saw my TikTok popping off. They're like, here you go. What's your address? I was like, whoa, this is kind of fast. And then they're like, all right, bye. If you like us, promote us. We're not sending you a check, and we're never going to talk to you again. I was like, okay. That's cool. I'm going to still talk about it because the Cocos need to know what I'm using and what they're enjoying watching me use. And that was pretty much it. But I'm going to spread my wings. New horizons. See what else is out there. You know? Viola, that was my grandmother's name. What are the odds? I don't know what that sound is, but it happens every night. Still can't tell you what it is. It sounds like my house is blasting off. It has yet to take flight, so I've learned to not worry too much about it. I was a beginner when I started using them, so... But the thing is the investment. I don't think it's necessary to make that investment for a beginner who's doing it for fun. Like, I just don't think it's all the way necessary unless you're, like, really taking this as a true hobby. Then I think it's worth it. Which book is my favorite? The first one and the last one. So, volume 1 and volume 4. If you plan on using markers, I say volume 4. If you plan on using color pencils or crayons or any other not wet medium, then number 1. Or if you don't care, because number 1 is the only one that's not single-sided. If you're a thug like me, you don't care, you do what you want, then I'd say either or are great introductions into the Coloring with Coco brand. They have some marker dupes on Shein. I don't rock with Shein, but I don't judge people who do. So if you find them and they're good, then do what you gotta do. I ain't mad at you. What is your favorite type of skin to color? I don't think I think of it in that way. I just like coloring skin in general. I think it's fun. to shade and add dimension and do different complexions. So this was fun doing the vitiligo. It also is like stressful to me because I don't want it to come across any way that's like other than like representing the true beauty of anyone's complexion or skin. So I do get a little worried. Like, don't mess this up now. Don't do that. Yeah, Shein did steal my art. Yeah, they did. They stole one of my old ones too. This was like when they first started popping up and becoming the huge conglomerate that they are today. They stole one of my earliest pieces from my very first Coloring with Coco calendar. And I drew it back in 2019. And they stole it. Called it Hot Coco. I'm like, well, at least they kept the cocoa in it. That was them giving me a shout out. Trifling. Yeah, the audacity was crazy. I was like, I kind of hate it even more that they named it Coco. I hate that. It was like Hot Coco, Black Girl African American Art on t-shirt. I'm like, yeah, don't piss me off, okay? Don't do that again. My husband was ready to get on a flight. I'm like, what you gonna do? What we gonna do? We're gonna show up to China and then what? But you just be real mad in the moment. You're like, I might just fly over there and see what's up. I don't know. It feels like that's the only answer right now. Have I ever made a girl with braids or twists before? Yes. Many, 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 many. Are you doing the same one from yesterday and finishing? That's the plan. Yes, they did eventually take it down. I haven't gone back and looked to see if they ever put it back up. I probably should. It's one of those things like you just, I don't want to know. The process was so painful. Oh my God, it was so painful. Yeah, go see. They probably took something else by now. And then I'm going to be back at it. Or now I have people that could do that for me. I used to be in the trenches. I remember the first time I found my art stolen on like a Facebook group. And I just started searching. Y'all, I was in there. It was dark. Just imagine it's pitch black. All you see is the light from the monitor lighting up my entire living room. And I'm just standing there feeling like I'm in the Matrix, just staring at all these people stealing my art back and forth on Facebook. I literally made accounts, infiltrated all these Facebook groups. I was like literally breastfeeding my son while making fake accounts so I could get into these groups and mass report everything. And I was literally like, I cannot believe this is happening. They had like a whole underground ring. An underground ring of people stealing art. I saw my friend's art. I was like, oh my God, these people must be stopped. And then I saw, like, after months of, like, literally taking these things down from the inside out, I was incognito, getting people to send me stuff. I was incriminating people. Sting operations, okay? Go. It's not on there, thank you. And months after that, I saw in one of like the major offenders, they posted, "Do not share Coco Michelle's art in here." They're like, someone in here has been bringing back information directly to the artist, and she's not playing around. I heard somebody's already been sued for 6 figures. I don't know where they got that from, but I liked that they were scared, because I didn't sue anybody. I had no money. Oh my God, I've been talking this whole time. I had to mute because I was coughing, and then I forgot to unmute. But I was saying, they would be in there plotting, like, hey, someone DM the artist and tell her to make this, and this. And then once she makes it, I'll take the background out, and then we can put it on totes. Like, I'm literally sitting there watching this. Like, you cannot be real. You can't be real. Couldn't believe it. I felt like I was on like a Netflix true crime show. And who you think was in the group? Who you think was in the group? Nothing but other black women. That's that shit I don't like. Of everybody, you, the people I'm doing it for, please don't do this. Don't do this. And they'd be in there entitled. Like, maybe if she charged reasonable prices, we wouldn't have to steal. Girl, what? I don't charge for you guys to... There is no charge. Like, I sell my art as prints. I did not sell my art available for them to use on totes. So, I don't know what fair price they're talking about. There was no price. There was no price. The price was don't do it. Like, girl... I wanted to curse everybody out. And I used to be waiting. I thought someone was going to expose me because I used to be in there cussing people out in the DMs. Sending them screenshots like, look at it. Look at it. Answer to what you've done. I was like, I'm going to get exposed one day, but I don't care. I don't care. And, though it's probably still out there. I'm probably still at risk, okay? If anyone wants to, but I stand by it. I'll do it again. Okay? I'll do it again. If anyone tries to come out and say, yeah, your beloved Coco Michelle cursed me out back in 2020, she sure did. She sure did, and she'll do it again. Okay? I'm not mad. I've accepted. You stealing from me, and now you trying to expose me. Please. This is what I used to do. Start fake arguments with myself in the shower and think of all the things that I was going to respond if anyone tried to come for me. I'll be in the shower, filming my apology video, getting my receipts together. Like, I'm not playing with y'all. In the shower, punching the air. Like, okay, if this is how you're going to go down, you're not going to go down like no punk. You're going to say your truth. Okay, you're going to say it with your chest. Hello? We all be doing that. In the shower, cussing that wall out. Nobody's there. It's okay. Because you know what used to happen? When I was younger and I was working in corporate, I'll be having these little conversations. And then I walk away and I'm like, this person just played me, okay? Now for the next 3 weeks, I'm going to think of all the things I should have said. All the bomb comebacks that I could have came with, and I didn't say it. I'm not walking around being haunted by comebacks and clapbacks. So I was like, no, I gotta stay ready. Stay ready. Yeah, that's true. Because when it come down to it, my mind goes blank. But I can pull a cuss out from the archives. That's fine. When you're at work, and you got to do that office jargon, that politically correct cuss out. That's where you need to plan ahead. You need to have a few things in your back pocket. Because what you don't want to do is default into street mode. Now, everybody's mad. Everyone's feeling hurt. And you're unemployed. That's not the answer. So you got to be ready. Yeah, hit him with the per my last email. Hit him with that. Hit him with everything you got. That's going to keep you where you can show up tomorrow. Okay? Don't go too low. Bring them down, but don't go to hell. Just bring them down a notch. Just ask them. Seems to be some sort of miscommunication. I'm not sure what the breakdown in communication is here. AKA, I don't know who the hell you think you're talking to, but it couldn't be me. Okay? I just want to reiterate. Break it down. I'm going to fill in some of those curls a little bit more. Don't let me forget, because I will. This one is from number 4, if someone asked. Here's what I hear you say. Is this what you meant to say? Hello? Hello? I used to love to hit him with in the spirit of partnership, let's adjust the way we're speaking to each other. Let's reset. Because it's really difficult for us to be able to accomplish things when you're speaking to me in that tone. Now, all of a sudden, they don't know what tone. They don't know. I felt the tone. It's fine. I'm not upset. I just want to make sure that we can work together because we both are working towards the same goal here. And I will be waiting for you in the parking lot if you don't get your shit together. As soon as you call it out, they don't know. They don't know nothing. I had one girl who was going around the office campaigning against me. Campaigning. And here's the thing. I'm a Leo. I'm very much likable in general. I don't really rock the boat. I'm not doing too much, okay? I'm generally likable. Unless I don't like you. Then it's going to be hard for you to like me because I don't do anything that would make you want to like me. If someone does not like me for no reason, you're just a hater. There's nothing more or less to say about it. For you to go campaigning about me, now you're out your damn mind. Okay, that's something else. So, she was campaigning. Meanwhile, everyone in the office, nobody loyal to you. Kate, nobody loyal to you. They came back immediately. Before you finished the sentence, they were texting me verbatim what you just said. Are you crazy? So I put a coffee chat on the calendar for the next morning. Little coffee chat. She comes, she's like, oh my God, thank you so much for putting time on the calendar. I feel like we don't get to spend enough time together so we can chit chat. I was like, yeah, for sure. For sure. We sit down, pull out the text message. I'm like, so so-and-so told me that you guys were having a conversation yesterday and you said that I don't know what Andrea does all day. Because it seems like she never has anything to do. And what I found really interesting about that is that whenever we have anything to do, my stuff is already in there and we're waiting on you. So maybe there is something that I'm doing, but since you're worried about what I'm doing, you're not able to get your work done. So I felt like it would be good for us to have a little coffee chat so I can explain and give you an understanding of what I do so that maybe you can emulate that and then we both get our work done. She's shocked. She's crying. Instantly tears. I would never say that. And now I'm really pissed off. Like, I have to tell you, I'm really pissed off that someone would say I said that. Now you're pissed off. Kate, now you're pissed off. Please. Please. I'm like, And now, all of a sudden, she's talking about she's trying to have a baby. Her husband only has one working testicle. It's like, girl, how did we get here? How do we get here? That's not going to work. Now you want sympathy? Please. Finish your coffee and hang it up, okay? Meanwhile, she quit her job 2 weeks later, and then we ran into her on the train, and she was pregnant. And based off of when she had the baby, when we had the conversation, she was already pregnant, but telling me she was infertile. Child, the people are unwell. The people are unwell. Because who asked you that? Who asked you? Are you infertile? No. I said, did you say this about me? Now your husband only got one testicle. What? Why are you telling me that? And now I never hope to meet this man because I know too much information. Does he know that I know he only has one testicle? I don't think he would want you to tell your coworkers that. Especially the coworkers that don't even like you. Like, how did we get here? Trying to cause distractions. Girl. Now I don't like you, and I know your husband only got one testicle. So now where do we go from here? Now what do we do now? Nothing. It makes zero sense. Hope she's doing well. Hope she's doing well. If she came out of the woodwork, she'd be watching. She'd be around. Because I didn't even know she followed me on Coco Michelle, and then I got a DM from her 2 months ago when I announced that I closed on my house, and I posted a picture of me and my husband standing on our front step, and she responded to her and said, "Oh my God, adorable." What in this picture is adorable, Kate? I'm a grown ass woman, my husband's a grown ass man, so I know you're not talking about us, and I know you're not talking about my big ass house is adorable. You are shady. You're shady. I don't like it. That snaggletooth is adorable, Kate. But now I'm hurting your feelings. Now your man only has one testicle. Okay. Right. Adorable. Don't do that. You know what you're doing. Goodbye. That was a tangent. I felt that one with my chest, though. I have so many funny stories from when I worked in the office. So many funny stories. Yeah, sometimes it feels good to let it out. And I certainly didn't change names. I should have at least changed the name. But Kate is generic. There's a lot of Kates. She was no good. Yeah, it's a little spicy. I didn't even mean for it to be spicy. That must have been sitting on my spirit and I didn't know. It was time to let that one go. The cups, we still have the multi-shaker and the can cooler that are in stock. The multi-shaker, I'm actually high-key obsessed with. Because if you use any, powders or, I like to use collagen and I use pre-workout and stuff, you can just shake it in there and it separates it for you without having to use, a blender or an emulsion blender. And it makes it so much easier. So they still have that in stock. The big tumblers, the 30 and 40 ounces, are done so, and they're not coming back. They're not coming back anytime soon. I won't say definitively, but not anytime soon, realistically. All the inventory is gone. We did that. Love you guys for that. Showed up, showed out. I was shocked. They were shocked. We were all shocked. My mama was shocked. My husband was shocked. Couldn't believe it. Okay. Yes, these are hoo-hoo markers. How long did it take to sell out? Those ones, the 40 ounce sold out in, I want to say, less than 48 hours. And then the 30 ounce was 72 hours. And then we still have, and then the straw, the separate straw that you can get for the multi-shaker, sold out in about 72 hours as well. I don't think they're restocking because it was a limited collection. Like it was supposed to last 2 weeks, the inventory. And it was a limited collection, and then ended up moving a lot faster. I'm hoping that opens up an opportunity for future collabs. And if not, I guess Coco Michelle gonna have to come out with tumblers because the people have spoken. Yeah, pre-sale sold out. It didn't even get to go live. No, I don't feel like these markers dry out fast. I've had them for a little over a year. And I haven't encountered like one that just dried up or anything like that. All right. I'm not going to do the color pencil on the background on live because it's not a good use of our time. Which means I have to do the flowers. All right. I know I want them to be like a cream, yellowy kind of color palette. So I gotta find the right colors. Okay, that's cute. Oh, I used a lot of this, so I don't know how juicy it is. Let's see. Okay, I like what that's doing. Let's give it a go. Gonna do the color from the headband at the base of the petals. And that is Moccasin. And then I'm gonna go in with Barely Beige and blend that out to the edges. I'm gonna be a little neat because what I don't want is any of the teal to get picked up on the marker tip and start smudging. Oh, snap. All right, I'm sorry. Here we go. I'll do it again for you. So I'm using this at the base. And then Barely Beige to blend it up. To give a nice creamy. It looks kind of pink in person, but I think it shows up a little more orange on the camera. But either way, it's very, very pretty, very soft, very feminine. Barely Beige and Moccasin are the colors I'm using by Ohuhu. These are Ohuhu markers. Okay. So here's another funny story that always, like, I think about it way too often. Like, you know how they say, like, what's a story that, like, lives rent free in your mind? This is mine. So it had to be 2018 because my son had just turned 1. It was the Thanksgiving potluck in my office. So I brought my son to work with us because it was like a half day before Thanksgiving break. So I brought him into the office. Everyone was bringing food. And and this is when the Popeyes chicken sandwich first came out. So I gave a couple of the assistants on the team some money. And I said, y'all, go stand in line and get some of these Popeye sandwiches because I brought my kid. I didn't bring any food. Okay? That's my contribution. So everyone's laying out all their food. And the boss of the whole division comes and he had brought a turkey and some gravy. Okay? So we had some stuff, some Korean barbecue. We had some rice. We had some Mexican food. We had it was really like a good eclectic mix of things. So he brings that out. At the same time, there was a girl on our team who was like a little bit scary. I don't know how else to say it. She seemed like somebody you wanted to keep an eye on, okay? And she was real pleasant, but you know when somebody just gives you that feeling where you're like, I don't know, I feel like if you had the opportunity, you would cause me harm. You know, one of those type of people. So she came in and she's empty-handed and she looks, you know, kind of razzled. I'm like, what's going on, girl? She's like, oh, I made pigs in a blanket, but I dropped my glass dish in the stairwell. So now all the pigs in the blanket, you know, got all messed up because it was glass. So we're like, oh man, like that really sucks. Like, we'll call somebody, they'll clean it up. It's fine. She's like, yeah, it's just like some glass. I picked up all the pigs in the blanket and put them in another container so there's no food on the ground. So we're like, okay, cool. So now as we're coming up and everyone's putting their food out, why do we see pigs in a blanket on the table? So me and my friend looking at it like, did someone else also bring pigs in a blanket? So we're like, hey girl, what are these pigs in a blanket? She was like, oh, not all of them touch the ground. So now I'm like, see, now I knew you were trying to kill me. But you're doing too much. So we're like, yeah, even though all of them didn't touch the ground, they were all in the glass dish though, right? That shattered. She's like, yeah, I picked out all the glass, at least what I could see. Oh, so you're giving me shards of glass and the pigs in the blanket. Okay. So I was like, you have to take these off the table. You can't serve these. She's like, what? I'm like, if you want to eat them, by all means, do you. But you cannot serve this to the public. Meanwhile, while we're having that little kiki, the department head is carving up his turkey. He's giving his little Thanksgiving speech, how he has the best team and we're all just so great. You know, I'm traumatized, trying to tell my son, don't touch nothing here. Don't eat none of this. Just eat the Popeyes chicken sandwich. And everyone's making their plate. Everyone's getting them some turkey. The turkey he got from Whole Foods, okay? He didn't cook that. And he had his grandma's recipe of her world famous gravy, okay? Now, I know how people are with gravy. People put gravy on everything. They put it on the mashed potatoes. They put it on the turkey. They put it on the stuffing. They put anything on the plate is getting gravy. I did not have anything on my plate that was appropriate for gravy. So I skipped on over it, okay? Everyone is sitting at their tables and it's like a domino effect. One by one, each person takes a bite of their food and like their nostrils flare wide open, okay? Like, get the visual. You're having a conversation with someone, they take a bite, and their nostrils literally flare open 10 centimeters, absolutely unprovoked. So I'm talking to my friend Kelly. Her nostrils flare. Her eyes are watering. I'm like, what's happening? She can't speak. Speechless. I'm like, girl, speak. Like, do I need to do the Heimlich? Are you okay? And she's just like, mm-mm. And she's shaking her head. And she gets a napkin, she spits it out. She's like, something ain't right. Something ain't right with that gravy. At the same time, down the table, I hear someone say, what the F-bomb. F-bombs being dropped. I'm like, what is it with this gravy? I give it a sniff, and it smells like pure apple cider vinegar. Pure. Like he took apple cider vinegar and put like some flour in it to thicken it up. Y'all. Everyone was pissed. They just covered their whole plate in literally thick apple cider vinegar for no reason. So somebody was like, hey, what's in the gravy? He's like, oh, it's my grandma's recipe. And he starts listing it off. And he's like, and a little apple cider vinegar for some tang. Oh, that's some tang, I'll tell you. Everyone looked like they just had a wasabi bomb go off in the back of their throat. I've never seen it. Everyone stopped eating. It was done. It was over. Kombucha gravy. Everyone was done. But not me and my son. We were great. And this is why my husband, he always gets mad at me because I smell my food before I eat it. He's like, that's a bad habit. No, it's not. Because I'll tell you what, that apple cider vinegar would have never made it. Once it's seared off the nose hairs in my nose, I would have knew not to put that in my mouth. Everyone else went off and they were done so. Not me. Mm-mm. Between that and the shards of glass and the hot dogs, I was like, yeah, that's the last time you're ever going to catch me at a potluck. Thank you. Thank you, but no thank you. Never again. Never again. I was like, I hate to break it to you, but I don't think your Nana liked you, okay? I think your Nana hated y'all. She was giving y'all apple cider vinegar colonics for no reason. She didn't like you. She didn't like any one of y'all. And I'm sorry for that. Because my Nana would never. Never. Thank you. There's so much funny things. So many funny things that happen in offices. If you guys ever get the pleasure to work in an office, or if you do right now, it's like not a real place. Like you feel like you're in a simulation, because like in what world would any of this make any sense? It's very strange. There's like a generational thing that happens. There's like so many different intersectionalities in an office that it can't make sense. It will never make sense. She's a Leo. She is. Is someone asking my sign? I am a Leo. Hello. We love a Leo. You know what sign? I don't know a lot of people who have this sign. Taurus. What month? What's the birthday range for a Taurus? And what are they like? What's your birthday? April, May? Yeah. I don't think I know. All of my April friends are Aries. I don't know that end of April, early May. Okay, Carmen. They're mean but sweet at the same time. Stubborn, bullheaded people. May 13th. Yeah, I don't have any Tauruses around me. I need to get me some. I feel like I've collected all the other signs. I don't have that many Scorpios in my life either, but I have 2. I literally don't think I have a single Taurus. Loyal, foodies, rich energy, homebodies. But that's not like me. I'm surrounded by Geminis. That's who I attract. Geminis and Cancers. Scorpio season is approaching. I need a few more Scorpios. The Scorpio people in my life keep me all the way together. Anytime I meet a Scorpio, it's like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if we're compatible. Because aren't Scorpios also scary? I don't know. When I meet a Scorpio, they gather me all the way together. Something about their energy gets me together. That's the stereotype. You already my friend? Okay. Yeah, the Geminis run deep. Scorpios are mysterious. They are very mysterious. I kind of like that. Maybe that's the thing. I like gravitate towards mysterious people. My husband is so mysterious. And I'm like, do you do that on purpose? Or is this like, you just happen to be like that? He's a Capricorn. I'm like, what's the reason? It feels theatric. Why so mysterious? Foul mouth from what you heard? Really? My Scorpio friends, I only have 2, so I'm not gonna sit here and claim to have any real stance on it. But they don't be really saying nothing like that. But they're very serious, the 2 that I know. Very serious, but they're still fun, but they're very serious. Like, if it's going down, go ahead and call Scorpio. Very straightforward. Yeah, that can be scary. That can be scary. I'm sensitive. So that's kind of a dangerous combo. I'm like, all right, now, not too much. Relax. I am very sensitive, and I will end this friendship if my feelings get hurt too many times. I'm straightforward in a roundabout way. Does that make sense? Like, I can't not say what I have to say, but I'm still mindful of how it comes across. Like, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I really need you to know. Like, I really need you to know what I'm thinking right now. You know? Like, if I feel some type of way about something, there's no way. I cannot last the whole day and not let you know that I feel some type of way. But I won't say it in a way that's, like, harsh. She's a Leo. We don't tell her what to do. Yeah. That's one thing. I have authority issues. All my life. My mom was very troubled with me. I just can't do it. Still to this day. Like, if you want me to do something, you got to make me think that I came up with that. Because if you tell me to do it, it's a wrap. Unless I invite the idea, like when we do the polls, and I'm like, yeah, tell me what y'all think. I'll do it. I don't care. But if you come in, do the dress this color, I'm ignoring you. I'm not thinking about it ever again. So, But I've come a long way, I would say, because I used to be wretched. I was not okay. It was getting in my way. Character development was stalled. I was like, okay, you got to get this together. You know? For the white highlights, I use a Posca pen. It's a paint pen, paint marker. I'm going to use it again in a little bit with these flowers. Your Venus is in Leo. But yeah, you tell me to do something and I'll do the opposite. Right. Because let me tell you something. I could be literally on my way to go clean my room. Right? Literally just told myself, all right, let me go upstairs and clean my room. And my mom comes and says, Andrea, come up here and clean this room. Every ounce of my body literally is like, I will never clean my room again. I was literally about to clean it until you just said that, and now I will not. I protest. My name is Andrea. That's me. So, like, my husband loves to tell me what to do. It's his favorite thing because he knows it sets me off. You know? That's just a husband thing. That's not like a Zodiac thing. Pissing your wife off, favorite pastime of husbands globally. It goes without saying. So he'd be like, babe, give the baby a bath and brush his teeth. Give my son, give him a bath and brush his teeth. What do you think I was going to do? Let him walk around crusty and dusty? I was on my way. Why did you say that? Because now my son has to be stinky all day because you told me to do that. Now no one's getting a bath. So how do you feel about yourself? This is your fault. You should have just let me do what I was going to do. So that kind of actually helped me get desensitized to the being told what to do. You know? Being constantly triggered. Be like, yeah, I can't fight this fight every day. So now I just ignore it. And I still do whatever I want. But I've gotten past that. If I was going to do it and then someone tells me to do it, I won't do it. I've gotten past that stage. That was a rough one. I was going to do these flowers different colors, but I think I'm going to do it with colored pencils to give it more of a gradient effect. When I teach a digital art class, I don't have it on my personal roadmap for any time soon, but I'm not against it. I just be having a lot to do, you know? And I want to do everything well, so I don't want to add too much to my plate where then what I have going already starts to suffer because I'm trying to do too much and I'm spreading myself thin. Exactly. The other day when I wouldn't color that curl. And I really did not color that curl until the next day. And it brought me joy. And I would do it again. You know? I would do it again. Because at the end of the day, y'all know, the OG coconuts know, I color, this is my job. If there's something that is not colored at some point, whether it's on purpose or by accident, I'm gonna see it. Just enjoy. Just relax. Don't stress, because then I'm gonna ignore you. And now you're really gonna be stressed. In the comments talking about my OCD. That's not OCD. I have multiple people in my life who actually have diagnosed OCD, and I'll tell you what, they're not sitting on live watching me color talking about my OCD is bugging because you didn't color in that curl. They're going through it. OCD is very serious. So let's not throw that around. Let's not throw it around, you know? Let's just chill out, be in the moment, I know, I was pressed too. Sure, I got off live. I went in the Discord. I was like, y'all, that was too many people in there. It was too many people. I didn't like it. I like, do people call me Ange or Dre? I get most, but mostly Ange. No. I don't really have, people call me Coco. Not really related to my actual name. And then when I was younger, like some of my family called me Andy. But most of the time I was just Andrea. I didn't really like for outside people to call me Andy. That was like not it for me. I had like one kid in school that called me Dr. Dre in like 7th grade. And I called him Akon. So that was just 12-year-olds being corny. So I wouldn't count that. Yes, I will be live tomorrow. Yeah, Andy is like, that's a tough one. How do I pick my color palette? When I'm on live, a lot of it is collaborative. When I'm alone, I'm usually looking at where the light colors and dark colors are interacting, and then the vibrancy of the colors and how it's interacting. If something is going to be bright, then I like to balance it with some dark, some dull, just try and get as much contrast as possible. That's usually my priority. I'm liking how this bouquet is coming out. Try and give you guys a better angle. Thanks, Ty. I think I like ASMR in a certain degree because I feel like that's why Bob Ross used to have me knocked out on the living room floor by accident. But ASMR these days, when I be scrolling all live, I'm like, oh, I don't like what's happening here. It's a little intense. The sound choices are getting beyond me. I think unintentional ASMR. Like someone's not trying to do ASMR. Because I remember when I was in maybe 6th grade, there was this girl who came to school. She ended up stealing from my parents' house. She stole like a pack of Hershey's bars that my mom was bringing for like a candy drive at work. And she came to my house and stole it and then was passing out the candy at school. And didn't give me one. She was like, these are only for my best friends. First of all, you stole my mama's Hershey's with almonds and you're giving them out and then saying I can't even get one. And my mama accused me of it because I'm an only child. Who else took this chocolate? Anyway, besides her being a thief, okay? Other than that, when she talked, she used to like make this clicking sound. The almond ones are the best. Everyone knows that. And she stole them and then didn't give me one. Childish. But she was a child, so I'll let it go. She used to make this clicking sound when she would say certain words that would I felt like I was being hypnotized. I remember the sensation very clearly. We were playing hide and seek at my friend Sam's house. And we used to walk to the school bus together, so she would come to my house and wait for me to get my stuff. So she would be waiting downstairs and I would grab my stuff. My mom would let her in and be like, okay, just Andrea will be down in a minute. And then I would come out and then we would walk to the bus. But she used to make this clicking sound every once in a while, and we were hiding under the covers at my friend Sam's house playing hide and seek. And she was talking. I literally was about to fall asleep. I was like, is she hypnotizing me right now? Like I was like in a trance. I don't know what's happening, but my brain is tingling. Okay? I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't hear one word. And then Bob Ross used to have me knocked out. Knocked all the way out. So I was like, okay, I think there's something fuzzy going on in my brain. But then I go on live and then there's like glue sticks on microphones and eating sounds. The eating sounds, that's definitely a no for me. I guess I could hear why someone would like that, but for me, that makes me violently angry. But I kind of could see like maybe the sounds, like I'm trying. Me, I would literally have to fight you outside if you were eating like that and I was like sitting right there like, can I see you outside, please? Because we got to handle this woman to woman. But I like if somebody was like someone talking softly like how I talk when I'm on here, like that could put me to sleep. Like you're not talking about me falling asleep, you're just talking in general in a soft tone that could make me fall asleep. You know? I would break up someone if they did like the way they eat. Hello? There are certain foods that my husband eats and I literally like, it's like I zero in on his mouth. I'm like, there's no way. I can hear it from like a whole nother room in the house. And I'm like, I gotta go. I can't do this. Do I watch any of the Coconuts lives? You guys be going live? Bro, shake the floor. Unacceptable. Jail. Immediately jail. The coloring books are $16.95. That's crazy. They gotta go. And they need to go to a doctor immediately. Can't be good for your health. Can't be. Get that man a doctor. Shake the floor. I'm stuck. Literally stuck. Why are men like this? Are y'all okay? What's happening? Okay. To the person I'm just better asking what my favorite type of art is, I have a question for you. I feel like, and I might be bugging, but I feel like you come to the lives often, and we love you for that. But I feel like you ask me very similar questions nightly. Okay? And then you kind of spam the chat. I might be mistaken. I'm gonna add that disclaimer in there. But if that is the case, you don't gotta do that. You don't gotta do that. We could just chill. Especially when we're talking already and you changing the whole subject and the whole vibe on a question I already answered. You know, you don't gotta do it. All right. Am I ready for Halloween? I think so. I want to get into Halloween. It just doesn't really do it for me. I don't know why. I've never been a huge Halloween person. Having a kid makes it more fun, for sure. But like me personally, I'm like, okay. And my son is actually kind of like that. And I try to get him excited because I want him to stay a kid for as long as possible. But I, for some reason, like feel like it has rubbed off on him, even though I am trying to be enthusiastic. where like when we go trick-or-treating, he's like over it. He's like, all right, I'm ready to go home. I just want to watch movies. And I'm like, are you sure? Like, we only went to a few houses. He's like, yeah. He also doesn't really like candy, so it's not like a motivator for him. So he's like, you want me to walk from house to house for how long? How long? Now all of a sudden he's like, oh, my leg hurts. I can't feel my leg. Could someone pick me up, please? I can't walk anymore. I'm like, okay, it's time to wrap it up. Let's just head home. He is 6. He's only gone trick-or-treating for real, maybe 3 times because of COVID. Last year, we put him on a bike so that he could bike around, because nobody's carrying you door to door, bro. You can't even work for the candy. You can't even go ring the doorbell for the candy. And last year, now that I think about it, he embarrassed us trying to haggle people for more candy at the door. Like, he don't get fed. Don't do that, please. Someone had like these neatly tied up goodie bags that had multiple pieces of candy in it. And he goes up. I had given him a little speech before we left the house, as one does, okay? This is the typical mother speech. When you go to these people's houses, you take a piece or two. Don't go in there taking a handful. Just grab you a couple little pieces, put it in your bag, and go. So he walks up to this house where she had these perfectly cute little goodie bags. And he takes 2. And she's like, oh no, just 1, because each one has multiple pieces in it. He said, my mommy said I could take 1 or 2. I'm like, of course you would do this. My own blood. My own blood. I'm like, put it back. And bring yourself down this driveway. Now. I'm like, yeah, it's time to go. I'm like, first of all, I said 1 or 2, and I was talking about individual pieces. But if someone tells you to put it back, you put it back. What's wrong with you? And, he couldn't just say, my mommy. He got to turn around and point down the driveway. In case you were confused as to which one of these women were her, it's that one. Okay, thank you. Time to go. Let's go. And now I can never show my face in my parents' neighborhood again. Thank you. Just embarrassing. Clenched teeth. Jaw clenched. Forehead vein overworked. Embarrassing. So this year we're in a new neighborhood, okay? This is when you pop out, okay? I feel like this is when neighbors get acquainted with one another. So we really need to start having the conversations now. This year he's gonna be Spider-Punk. He already wore his costume for his birthday because he lives his life as Spider-Man. That's his lifestyle choice. He identifies as Spider-Man. So every year since I don't know when, he's been Spider-Man. But I'll show you the picture. He has his guitar. This is him. This is my son Michael. And this is him on his 6th birthday. And he has a whole mask with the spikes on it. And he's ready. He's ready to go. He looks tall in that picture because I was laying on the ground getting his angles. Okay, one thing about me, I'm gonna get the angles. But he's actually like one of the smallest kids in his class. Oh, family themed. Maybe that will make him more excited because there's a lot of different spider people in the Spider-Verse. So I could be Gwen Stacy. Or no, I could be Issa Rae. I could be Jessica Drew. I could be Issa Rae's Spider Girl, or whatever her name she was. And then my husband could be Miles Morales. We could all be spider people. What is... Ooh, sea creatures. I love that. Oh, Blue's Clues family. Yeah. And when I say dress up, it's probably going to be a t-shirt with the character on it. I just can't do the costumes. I can't. I'm going to see. I'm going to see what my spirit is telling me. My husband will do anything if Michael asks him. If Michael says, please, can you dress up like Miles Morales? My husband will be on partycity.com getting his big old costume for himself. Usually I just hit him with some ears. do too much for sure. Usually I throw in some ears, okay? And I call it a day. First of all, we live in upstate New York. It'd be cold out, okay? I need to be warm or I'm not going. I'm anemic. I can't be out here cold. I won't do it. Barbie's cute. That's a good one. I feel like everyone's going to be doing Barbie. There's going to be so many different versions. Give them a sample of my book. You think so? Give them some coloring pages with some crayons. They're going to be like, what is this? And they're going to egg my house. They're like, what? A black girl coloring book? What am I going to do with this? Don't come over here and egg my house. I'll check every one of y'all up and your mama. Don't play. I don't know, people really do stuff like that. I haven't seen anyone do that, like, around here. But when I was in college, people's houses were getting egged and TP'd. What? Were you raised in a barn? What's happening? We cannot eat this. Therefore, your house is targeted. My son would love that. But his mama raised him right. Just kidding. He just thinks art is awesome, which I love. Going in with the white Posca. And I'm not going to highlight all of them because it gets overwhelming. So I'm just going to pick some random areas to do a little bit of a highlight. No rhyme or reason. Just vibes. Just going for the look. I'll kind of stop when it feels right. You know? Thank you. Posca sounds like pasta. Yeah, it has that same vibe to it. As soon as I find out where I lived trick-or-treating, I was nice the rest of the year. That was a good decision. Yeah, I remember I was trick-or-treating and I went to this one house and my global studies teacher answered the door and she literally looked like a demon. Because, you know, when you see a teacher outside of school, it's already very traumatic. And then it's on Halloween night and I'm dressed like in a toga I made from sheets because I decided I wanted to go to trick-or-treating last minute. Just chilling with my friends, and I see you. And I skipped her class that day. Love that for me. She was like, oh, do you live around here? No, I do not. Girl, I lived about 4 houses down. I was like, yeah, I can't come outside no more. She a little too close for comfort. Too close for comfort. don't need you to pop by with a muffin basket telling my mama I wasn't in class. Stay over here, and I'm gonna stay over there. Okay, it's looking good to me. Add some white little dots. TJ could literally go in the system and see my address. And I'm gonna lie anyway. Because what do I have to lose at this point? I was bad in high school. I was bad, but I wasn't bad. You know? I was kind of bad. Nothing too crazy. You know, the principal knew my name. Like I was bad enough where he knew who I was and I knew who he was. But not like super bad, like out of school or anything. You know, I was in detention from time to time. You know, the hall monitors knew who I was and where I was supposed to be. I just never was where I was supposed to be. That was my issue. You know, right. Like, kind of bad, but like, came out all right. No life-altering behavior. Just typical stuff. One thing about me, if I didn't like the teacher, I wasn't going to class. I was not. Could have dropped the class, but I'd rather skip the class. Not sure what that was about. But it didn't work out because about halfway through high school, technology caught up with me. And when your teacher did attendance, your parents would get a notification. This was when notifications were new. They would get an instant email notification. Your child was tardy to science class. Your child was absent from math class. That's the quickest way to have a whooping waiting for you when you get off the bus. So, had to get that together quickly. When did I start getting into drawing? When I was about 10 is when I really decided that I wanted to be an artist. Yeah, they were sending notifications. And this was like 07. Not to give my age out, but they started giving those notifications. My mom used to be watching that attendance like a soap opera, okay? She was watching that thing like her favorite TV show. I'm like, dang, you don't got nothing else you want to do? At work, 2 screens. 1 screen just on me at high school. I remember one time I got caught in a hall sweep. Did y'all used to have hall sweeps? That explains so much. We used to have hall sweeps where all the teachers would, exactly when the bell rang, they would close the doors and they would lock you in the hallway. And then the assistant principals and the hall monitors would come and round up all the kids that were still in the hall. And you had to go down and get a write-up slip. Sure. So you get caught in too many of those, and that's a call home. So my principal, because I was cool with all the teachers, like, I wasn't a bad kid. It was kind of like that kid that you were just kind of like, can you, like, get yourself together? Because I know, like, you could be doing better. You're just getting on my nerves. Like, I was like that kid. So instead of just looking at my file, he's like, what's your mother's phone number? You think I'm going to give him my mother's phone number? No, I gave him my cell phone number. So when he called it, I answered the phone. And he's like talking to me about like what happened. And I'm like, doing my best mom impression. And he was like, you know what? You sound a lot like your daughter. And I was like, we get that a lot. We get that all the time. He's like, I bet you do. I bet you do. The funny thing is, now that I have a teenage stepdaughter and the things that she says to me, I'm like, so this is what it's like to be an adult being lied to by a teenager. Because to the teenage mind, they are just so slick. And it is so clearly obvious that you just almost want to let them get away with it, because it's like, you can't be this dumb. It's impossible. It's impossible. You can't possibly think that I'm falling for this right now. I just knew he thought it was my mother. I was like, ate that up. No crumbs. Literally 4 minutes later, I hear my mom's actual cell phone ringing downstairs. Child. You know when you hear those footsteps, those angry footsteps up the stairs, you already know what it is. Accept your fate. Just lay down. Caught immediately. But what he did not do, and shout out to Mr. Mahue, he didn't tell her that I gave my phone number. So I only got in trouble for the hall sweeps. I should send him a fruit basket. He a real one for that. He's like, I'm not going to add that on. I'm not even going to add that to it. No, I had to answer the phone because my voicemail was like a little bow wow ringback tone or something crazy. I had to answer that phone and quickly, because if it went to voicemail, the gig was up. The gig was up. That was in the era where you would go to a concert and you would record the concert and it sounds like pure chaos. You can't hear anything. And you would make that your voicemail. So I had like the Usher concert from Confessions as my voicemail box. So I had lots of songs as ringtones. I had Unpredictable by Jamie Foxx. I had Fresh as I'm Is by Lil Bow Wow. That was a personal favorite for me because my AOL Messenger name was Fresh as I'm Is. I had Mariah Carey at one point. Obsessed. I had all the hits. You know? What a time to be alive. Bring back the ringback tone. The crazy thing about a ringback tone, so if you don't know what a ringback tone is, in the early 2000s and the late 2000s, someone would call you and instead of hearing like a regular dial tone, it would play a song. So if someone called you, you would be listening to like music that someone paid 99 cents for you to listen to when you called. But if you deleted that song, you would have like Beethoven or some crazy classical song that would be your ringback tone indefinitely. Like it literally would just be your ringback tone for life. If you got rid of the app that had the ringback tone, you couldn't do anything about it. Crazy. Like you just had to get a new phone. It was always the Beethoven. You're like, this person at one point had a ringback tone and no longer does. So now this is what we get to hear. Yeah, that classical ringtone. I say bring it back. Bring it back. I'm about to see if I can get me a ringback tone. What song would you make your ringback tone? I don't know. I don't even know. There has to be a way. Has to. Good night, good night. I'm basically done. I'm just going through and doing my little, you guys know what I do, my little details. Love that. Mambo number 5. Oh, so funny. That was such a funny time period. My son and my stepdaughter like to do like just dance videos on YouTube, and they take turns picking songs. And my stepdaughter loves like 2000s, like she's like not an old soul, but older than a 17-year-old soul. So she be reminding me of all the hits. I'm like, wow, I forgot about this. But the other day she was doing Crank That Crank That Soulja Boy, and my son immediately just started covering his ears. He was like, what is this? What is this? I'm like, this is music, this is culture. Listen to it. Listen to your history. This is important. I was like, I used to really be in the school cafeteria cranking that Soulja Boy, making it rain and clearing it out. Harlem shaking. Now now they have TikTok dances. They're doing the same things, but now they're just recording it. I had a digital camera with a little wristlet, and then I would post 68 unfiltered photos to a Facebook album of me roller skating. None of the pictures made any sense, and no one ever cared. You know, we had MySpace, where we publicly shamed people, moved them in and out of our top 8, like we were on an episode of The Bachelor. Okay? It was different. The original subliminal messages in the AOL aim away message, okay? That's where the craziest shots were fired. It all went down. I used to sell custom MySpace templates to people at my school. I was coding. I made a MySpace template where it was like the 4 queens, like the Queen of Spades, the Queen of Clubs, the Queen of Diamonds, and the Queen of Hearts. And it was all pictures of me. And it was like fanned out in the bottom corner. Chill. I was always destined for a creative business, okay? I was gonna make it do what it do, regardless. I was in there and I was making it on like Paint. I didn't even have Photoshop. I was using Microsoft Paint. Making masterpieces. I wish I could access it now and see if it actually looked good. Because, in your memory, you're like, that was fire. And then you see it again. You're like, damn. A lot of things from that time period were not what I recall. I saw Save the Last Dance for the first time after a long time. I was like, this can't be right, because I just knew she was killing it. She was eating these dances up. I knew she was. I saw that little hop on the stage. I said, no. This is not what she did. Because I saw this movie a lot of times, and she wasn't dancing like that. She knew how to dance. Same with Jessica Alba and Honey. Don't watch it again. Save your childhood. Don't watch Honey again. Jessica Alba can't dance. It's a lie. We've been lied to. Oh my God. Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. And you know when they do when they do the clips of it and they cut the sound out and they just do the like sneakers screeching on the court and you can like hear the 8 count. Oh, it's awful. It's heartbreaking. Those get me every time. I'm like, you just don't have to do this. You just don't. It was already bad. Just let us mourn. Let us mourn. This pen is leaking. Doesn't want to go where I'm putting it. Hello? Just a hurt child. You got served. Oh no. I'm not rewatching it. I'm not gonna do it. The 5 heartbeats because they were talented. We don't gotta worry about that. I thought all of them were good. I'm not gonna start another page tonight. We're just gonna wrap this one up. I thought they were all good. I remember feeling bad about my own dancing skills. Like, how come they can dance and I can't? What's the other movie with, what's his name? Channing Tatum. Step Up. Can they really dance? Or were we also bamboozled there? Oh, thank you so much for the nice comment. The art that nails your voice, thank you. I love the Step Ups too. But when's the last time I've watched it? I don't know. I might be bugging. Johnson Family Vacation on repeat as, yes. They're mid. It makes sense. You think they can dance? I always wanted to dance like Moose. We gotta watch it back. I'm only gonna watch a clip because I don't want to rewrite what I remember it because I have fond memories and I don't want to rewrite them with the truth. Let me be delusional. I don't need the negativity. But even, what's that little girl's name that was in the Missy Elliott videos? Allison something? Child, don't go back and watch. Don't do it. Because I knew she was eating the girls up on the dance floor. She was in Camp Rock. Don't do it. Yeah, you gotta live in delusion. This is a white Posca pen, and this is the mini version. Yeah, you gotta allow yourself to live in delusion because reality is heartbreaking. They can't dance. The DJ scene is crazy. Just don't watch it again. The DJ scene specifically will shatter everything. Don't watch it again. It will shatter it all into a million pieces. It will shatter it like the glass in the pigs in a blanket at my company potluck. Don't watch it. Wow, she's really good. No. The secondhand embarrassment, I cannot. I physically can't. It's not okay. Who is this for? Wow, she's really good. Oh my God, unacceptable. The cheetah girls. Don't say that. Shh, don't say that. I can't accept that. But also, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Because I surely didn't hear Kaylee's lisp until I was a grown woman. I surely didn't hear how whack that rap was, that whole verse. Everything about it was not okay. But I'm not going to rewatch. I'm not going to do that to myself. Because the Cheetah Girls are icons. Okay? They're icons. Except for Kaylee. I don't like her. Aqua. She's done. She's dead to me. The truth has come out. Drumline. Oh, God. If anything's wrong with Drumline, I can't take that. And I haven't watched that in a minute. It's probably a mess. It probably is. Oh, God. Stomp the Yard. Let me tell you something. What's his name? Columbus Short. I would have bet my entire life that I was going to marry that man. My entire life. I thought that was my husband. No one could tell me anything about Columbus Short. I knew I wasn't the right complexion for what he fancied. Okay? Let's start there. I didn't care. Didn't care. And then they had like the whole cast of Stomp the Yard in This Christmas. Still one of my favorite Christmas movies, okay? Stomp the Yard, they knew what they were doing because every commercial for it was the first 15 seconds with Chris Brown in it, only for him to die immediately. And we're like, okay, what is this movie about? Exactly. Exactly. We all thought we were going to see Chris Brown. And he was immediately dead. Like, girl, what? What is this movie? I saw it in theaters and people literally got up and left. Like, no, I need my money back. I didn't come here for this. Who are these people? Yes, I'm really just on here evening out the background. It's essentially done. She looks stunning. Stunning. I gotta do some highlights on her too. But the background has like a little bit of unevenness that I want to help take care of with the colored pencil. He snatched off his hat. Oh my gosh. It's all so funny. All those movies, like, unlocking a lot of core memories of things that just didn't make sense. And we just had to accept it. Thank you for the nail comments. I would love to start another, but I'm tired. I was planning on getting off of here at 12. And it's 12:41. And I thought it was like 12:15. So now I'm really about to get off. I'll be back tomorrow though. Looking good, looking good. Thank you. I appreciate you guys too. You guys make it worth it. The time just flew by tonight, but I'm glad we got this to a good place. I'm happy, happy, happy. It's looking really good. Probably not going to do this whole background tonight, but I'll do it tomorrow. This color pencil is about to give up on me. My wrist is about to give up on me. I don't know. I think I might do another one of the pages from the coloring club, because I wanted to color it, but I never did. So that might be what's next. We'll see. Ooh, my hand is cramped. Alright, I'm gonna finish this up tomorrow. But it's basically done. You're not gonna notice any real major changes. Get you guys even further up. It looks so stunning. I love it. I'm literally obsessed with this. We really did our big one with this one. I love it. So I can't wait. I'm gonna post this tomorrow. I'm backed up with posting the past lives on YouTube. I'm sorry. Your girl is busy, and sometimes the downloads on my phone don't come to my phone, and then it turns into drama, and I'm like, okay, I can't deal with this right now. But once I find some time, I will upload some of the past lives onto YouTube so you guys can see anything that you missed. But this will be in a short form TikTok tomorrow, so you can see snips of the process. As always, get some rest. I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you. Thank you for tuning in. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Night night.